Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of a new Trekkie. My 5-year mission to search out Star Trek media, to seek out our fans and merchandise, to boldly go where no fan has gone before.
Greetings and salutations. Hey, we're about to talk about episodes of Star Trek Voyager, the episodes before and after, and real life. Let's look at the episode before and after. I apologize for getting this video out so late. I had been really busy, and at times, I say, okay, gotta focus on which ones I can watch at times and such. So what happened in this episode? When this episode, Kess, um, basically end up going say, okay, she is stuck in a paradox in which she continuously goes backwards into time until eventually her birth. Eventually goes and also goes forward in time as well. One thing I thought is interesting about this episode was that yes, there have been moments in the show in which Kess has a bit of friendship between the character of Tom Paris and all that. And yeah, I gotta say, I thought the idea of Tom Paris and um Cass eventually creating a family was very interesting. But yeah, I thought this episode was fairly interesting. I thought all the idea of it, um, you slowly starting to like you're currently in the future. You don't know how you got there, but slowly as something goes on, suddenly you go backwards in time, and then you're trying to tell everyone what is going on. But it's like say, well, excuse me, what are you talking about? Kind of vibes, like you're seen as crazy or something like that. So yeah, I thought this episode wasn't too bad. I kind of enjoyed it. What happened in the episode Real Life? Well, this episode revolves around the Doctor dealing with his holographic family program. Um, I gotta say, there was quite a lot of episodes with Star Trek, like say the time in which Data had a daughter. In this case of uh,
His hands were moving faster than I could see, trying to stay ahead of each breakdown. He refused to give up. It was remarkable. It just wasn't meant to be.
well, had like a daughter that he had created. In this one, I gotta say, the Doctor in this, in this series, is a bit more human, even though he is a hologram and such. So he has the concepts and ideas of a family. And at first, say when he's has the family and we are first introduced to him, um, we kind of get the idea of okay, he's basically trying to create the perfect family in his vision. So what ends up happening is that Balana, she basically creates say, okay, I'm gonna change things. There will be conflicts and such. Like the character of the Doctor's son, Jeffrey, he has a ton of Klingon friends, and he's trying to get involved into Klingon um uh, rituals and such. And also his daughter Belle, she is wanting to do a bunch of very dangerous sports with a bunch of older kids. And I'm gonna say when it comes to episodes involving the holodeck, this one's a good one. I only thought it was a good one, in that you see, the Doctor is wanting a family, but at the same time he is just he whenever there's moments of say things have become too intense for him, it's just like say, nope, can't do it, can't do it. It's like immediately like when in real life, like when things become too much for us, we kind of flee because things become too much in life and such.
Here you go, shorty. It's your blanket.
We're here, Belle. We're all here.
And especially when the character of Belle, when she gets hurt, and like at first he's not wanting to accept it because like he's just like say, it's so traumatic for him that he doesn't want to even acknowledge it. Like like when someone gets hurt, but it's kind of at first like total shock for you that you don't really want to acknowledge it.
Sleepy.
It's all right. Go to sleep. We're all right here.
The one thing I thought was like pretty cool for this episode and the previous episode is in that Kess, she has a whole new hairstyle. So I'm guessing the trend makers the characters seem a bit older as well. So yeah, that's one thing that's going on in this episode as well. And yeah, I gotta say, I kind of like this episode. Like in ever so often, like when the doctor is like not in the holo program, he's like getting very frustrated. Like he's yelling at Tom, but at the same time it's like Tom's not the problem, but he's seeing all the manifestations of things he seems as troublesome. Like like suddenly his son and the doctor's daughter are suddenly just being like not how he views like like things should be, like like a sense of order, I guess. But I thought this episode was really good, honestly. It was very good. But that's just how I feel about it. What's your thoughts on it? See you next time.